Silent Night, Lolly Night, this is the Silent Gamer for Fun, JGM ShadowGames, and now I'm going to update my tier list. So, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more gaming contents like this. Don't forget also to click the bell button for you to know when I will be uploading the next video. I hope. And also, you can now donate to my coffee in the description below if you can. And now we're going to update this. I'm planning to make a updating the tier list of the games that I've played every year. Every year, I hope. Every 1 year, like honestly. But I really don't know because I cannot juggle both things at the same both objectives at the same time. But it is what it is. I really need to sacrifice something. So anyways, the first one is the Force Unleash. I'm gonna put it on A because there are some problems of it, but overall the gameplay can still be tolerable, and also it was very fun, like honestly, especially the intro where especially on the introduction when I was playing as Darth Vader. It was so mwah 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 mwah. A masterpiece. And there are some problems on the control schemes also. Yeah, some sorts, but it is still fun. But sadly, this one, the Force Unleashed 2, I'm gonna put it on D because it was crashing a lot for some reason, and especially also on the last one, on the last parts of the game. Like I really don't know why they were crashing a lot, but it is what it is. But the story, it was kind of short also, which is I didn't like. Because this one was way longer, honestly. But the only problems here are some of the control schemes and some AI difficulties. But overall, the game was way not really crashing at all. I think it was crashing for a little bit. Just a little bit. While this one, it was crashing every time, like honestly. Well, it is what it is. Because this is an old game anyway. No one's gonna update a dead game also. So, next one is S for story. Because even though the gameplay was generic in terms of what the people were saying about this game, Spec Ops The Line, but the story was very great. It really reminds me of Apocalypse Now, and I forgot the I think it was In the Heart of Darkness, or just tell me in the comments what was the name of the novel. I really forgot. Sorry. But I really like the dark tone of this. Was it worth it? Yes, but it was traumatic. Absolutely. It was 100% trauma, 0% fun. The only not really, maybe 5%, like 5% fun is just the shooting mechanics on some sorts, but 95% trauma because of the white phosphorus moment. You already know, and also you can watch it on my playlist. So anyways, we're gonna continue. This one, I've already played this during the 2023 Halloween, but I didn't manage to update it because it was only because I forgot, because I was traumatized by this. But I'm gonna put it on S plus because this slender, the 8 pages is so much traumatic AF that I didn't want to play it again. Like I really don't care anymore because my heart was also not having a fun time at all. And next is this one, Darkness. I'm gonna put it on B because even though the art style is very comic books, like, which I really like. It's also, the game also was very fun also. It's just I really don't like the cliffhanger ending, which is also, how old is this game now? I really don't know. I think it is already a decade. It's already 10 plus years. But still, there are no sequels. which is kind of sucks. But well, it is what it is. So next one is Future Soldier. I'm gonna put it on A because there are some problems with the on the AI part. Like honestly, because sometimes they can see us in the dark. Like what's the point of the camouflage? Like honestly, but if overall the game is fun, like the futuristic, it is fun. Like I really like the you need to strategy. I sometimes rush, not maybe sometimes. Most of the time I rush a lot, but still I managed to complete the game. So nothing, nothing. There's no problem at all. But still I was kind of frustrated also. But well, it is what it is. So next one is Ninja Blade. I'm also gonna put this on A. It was also created by the developer from software, but it was not the director is not the director of the Souls games. So remember that this is just the developers, not the director. But overall, this is still a fun game. Like honestly, there are some problems of the on the on the frame rates, but it was still tolerable and not it wasn't getting laggy a lot. There are no frame drops at all. It's just there are some glitches if I attempted to bump up the frame rate. So that's it. So next is the War for Cybertron. I'm gonna put it on A plus because there are some problems on the AIs sometimes. But overall, it is fun. Like the story, I really like the story of the Cybertron. It was because it was just focused on the war. Like I also like I can play both sides, but I prefer playing Optimus Prime all the time because I really like him at all. And also the Fall of Cybertron is also an A plus. I'm not gonna plan on playing the third one because the third one was a movie tie-in, which I don't really like because I've played the movie tie-ins of the Transformers on a internet cafe, but I was young. I was a child, like honestly. But when I was adult, yeah, it was kinda, not fun at all. Remembering it. And this is also the best of the Transformers game that I've played yet. I really don't know if there are some better Transformers game also than the movie tie-ins, but I need to check first, and also I'm also gonna check if it can handle the specs of my PC because it is kind of 50-50. So next one is War in the North. I'm gonna put it also on A plus because it was so fun. Like the only problem here is that you really need to have a friend to play this game because you cannot manage to complete this in a normal difficulty because the AIs are so difficult to deal with, and also the damages is also very great, and also you're gonna take a very very big damage, like oh my god, like honestly. But overall it was fun. Like I also like the dark tone of the story also, and this is a what if story anyway, so it doesn't ruin for me the canon of the Lord of the Rings. It's just fun, like honestly. I really having fun of the gameplay. And also this is also the one of the games that I managed to replay a lot because I really don't have friends to play on LAN because the online is already down. So the only time that I can manage to play with friends is through LAN. But sadly I don't have friends also, so I prefer on playing this game all over again alone. But I can manage to survive because it's already a new game plus. So that's all. So next is the Outlast. I'm gonna put it on S plus because it was so traumatic AF. It is very different from other horror games that I've played because most of the horrors I can play is also a action horror and also a survival horror such as Resident Evil 4 and also Dead Space because I can fight back. But on this one, but on Outlast, your only choices are to hide or die. And also, I'm also planning to play the second one, but overall, I can still prefer this game because it is kind of ended in my own terms, like in a, open-ended. I prefer open-ended than a cliffhanger such as the Darkness 2, because what the heck were they were thinking about that. That's all I can say about this game. It's just very scary AF. Well, next one is the... Wow, I forgot the Assassin's Creed Chronicles. It was after... Wow, I didn't manage to notice that. Wow. Before those games that I've mentioned, after playing the Darkness 2, I was playing the Assassin's Creed Chronicles. Oh my god, I really forgot. This one, I'm gonna put it on A. I'm gonna put it on A. The Ninja Blade is also an A. But overall, it was still kind of annoying. Like, there are some, some problems on the AI, but not so much. And there are no glitches at all on the first one. And also, this is my favorite of the Chronicles trilogy. Because this one, it became lower. Like the Assassin's Creed, India was way became lower because of the AIs. Like, honestly, the AIs became worse for some reason. Like, I really don't know how, but it was kind of explainable because they money during the development of this game. I think they just developed because the release time of these games was only a months, not even years. I really don't know, but I think it was months. Like, boy, in a way, because it became worse. But overall, the story is very fun. Thankfully, there are no modern story. It's just the very straightforward of the assassins part story. While this one is also a B because it became worst. The Assassin's Creed Russia was the worst of the trilogy because it has some glitches, like honestly some unfair glitches for some reason. Like, I really don't know why and what they were thinking. But it was so annoying AF. The gameplay perspective are fun, but oh my god, the glitches not so much. Is also, and also the AI difficulty also became worst with a T. Like the Force Unleashed also became worst with a T. Then next one, the Castlevania. I've played this after the Outlast. This one, I'm gonna put it on B. Put it on B for Christ's sake. Not B, maybe B plus, yeah, maybe B plus, because the only problems here is there's only lots of nonsense puzzles at all. And also there are some puzzles are very confusing AF, and I also didn't like the puzzle box chapter of this game because what the heck were they were thinking. Like, honestly, they put too much puzzles, and also the DLC is also became worst also because of the way more confusing puzzles, and also the resurrection was also worse, was also bad, very bad. Like the hitboxes of the Forgotten One is so very questionable. While the Mirror of Fate HD, I'm gonna put it on A plus because this is the best of the trilogy. This is the best of the trilogy of Lords of Shadow. A well balance of the story. Well, the story is also the story of Castlevania Lords of Shadow is also fun, but it was ruined by the puzzles. While the Mirror of Fate was a perfect balance for me, for my perspective, and for my game, and from my experience from my experience playing this game, it was it was a well balanced, not perfect, a well balance of the platform sections, the puzzle sections, and also the action sections of the game. Like, no complaints at all. Why the Lords of Shadow 2? I'm gonna put it on D because they put some nonsense, which was the stealth section. What they were thinking about that? What they were thinking? It was such a low IQ moment because what they were thinking of putting a stealth section on a action game such as Castlevania. Like, what they were thinking. This is not Metal Gear, for Christ's sake. This is Castlevania. Like, honestly. But overall, the best DLC for me was, but the DLC was way more better than the DLC of the Lords of Shadow, because the Alucard Revelations, the Revelations DLC is also was a way more, but there's some confusing puzzle sections, but overall the action was way more fun than this one, than the main game. And also Alucard is way more fun to play than Dracula for some reason, because of the stealth section was ruined, because the Dracula gameplay was ruined by the dumb stealth section that they put. Like, what they were thinking at all. And that's it. And next year, or maybe, because it really depends now this year on how many games that I'm gonna manage to play, because I really need to think how I'm gonna play another game, because for me the last year was the luckiest year for me in terms of creating gaming content, because there was some no nonsense at all, there are some no problems on my personal life. But this year I really need to focus on the reality, and also a trash reality. But well, it is what it is. It is what it is. So that's it for now. So let's hope for the best that I'm going to manage to play another game. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more gaming contents like this. Don't forget also to click the bell button for you to know when I will be uploading the next video. And don't forget also to click the bell button for you to know when I will be uploading the next video. I hope. And also you can now donate to my coffee in the description below if you can. Don't force yourself, because it is not worth it at all. So focus on your life first. And also check your budget, because it is not worth it to donate someone if you're sacrificing your budget. So this is the Silent Gamer for Fun, JGM ShadowGames signing off, and bye bye.